Now this job is not as innocent as it sounds. This job was introduced in the early 1800s when the British Empire was colonising India, classic Britain. The British would often go and play a game of golf. During the game they would have two men, a caddy and a jam boy. A caddy obviously carried their equipment around, however a jam boy did not carry jam around. You see, because of all the bugs and insects in India, a jam boy's job was to keep these away from the golfers. So what they would do is they would smother themselves in jam, follow the golfers around, attracting all the bugs in the area and keeping it away from the golfers. It's not a very fun job. However, this job did come with its perks, which is that you were allowed to keep the entire bottle of jam afterwards. So, I guess that's not too shabby. Much to my surprise, and probably your guys' surprise as well, Gong Farmer has nothing to do with the Asians. Instead, Gong Farmer was a term used in Tudor England for people who dug out and removed human shit from each public toilet in the town. This was a very essential job apparently. Each town needed to have someone to clean the shits. So the job was, they would put shit in buckets, take the buckets to the well and store all the feces in there. This job was only done at night as well, so not only are you having to move feces, but you've got a pretty shitty sleep schedule. Besides being disgusting, there were a lot of diseases and infections you could have caught from being a gong farmer. So all in all, you have to say this job was shit really. AKA kamikaze pilot. These were part of the Japanese Special Attack Unit and fought against naval vessels in the final stages of the Pacific Campaign of World War II. The aim of the job? Quite simple really. Fly your plane loaded with bombs and missiles into the enemy's warships. AKA suicide bomb. A kamikaze plane would either suicide bomb into the warships or be shot down just before they could suicide bomb. I actually think most pilots would probably want to be shot down, so they have a chance to survive at least. This had a roughly 20% success rate as well.
Not bad, good choice!
Whilst this job does include a 99% chance of death, I don't actually think it's the worst way to go. At least you're honoured and respected in your country, which is a positive. It would have been interesting to see the job description for this and how Japan convinced people to sign up.
Hey guys, who here is willing to become a pilot and then crash your planes into the enemy's ships? You'll probably die from this. And there's a good chance we'll lose this war. So any volunteers, 心臓を捧げよ.
Now look, I mean being a slave in general is a terrible job anyways. I use the term job quite loosely. It's more like forced labour with potential earnings, if your master is nice. But anyways, out of all the slave professions, galley slave has to be one of the worst. It was a very simple job to be fair. You either row this boat or you die. Naturally, most people would pick A in this situation. But the issue with rowing the boat is you would have nearly no rest time, no food, constant exhaustion, and who knows what else, some diseases probably. Also, once your arms felt like they were going to fall off and you could no longer row, you would be thrown overboard by the captain anyways and die. So in hindsight, you were probably better off picking option B actually.